You can write 5 blog posts in just 1 hour if you follow the right system. Let me show you how this works. It's important to keep in mind that everything in marketing is going to cost you either time or money. If you invest your time, you'll be able to save some money and you can DIY a solution. If you invest some money, you can save some time and you can have someone take care of this for you. This is the same process that we use at OptSus to create content cues for our clients, for their blogs, and for their social media. I want you to forget about all of the AI prompt gimmicks for creating this content. It's very important that the content that you publish on your business website speaks to your customers. You need to tell stories and connect with them from your lived personal experience. And robotic content doesn't include any lived personal experience. This is a collaboration between you and the robot working to create this content. It is a human-led content creation process that takes advantage of some of the latest tools available today. We're going to start with real customer questions. The first thing I need you to do is sit down and write a list of 13 frequently asked questions that your marketing and sales teams, your customer service teams are receiving from your customers. Maybe that's just you. Maybe these are all different departments of your company, but go and dig up those frequently asked questions so we can start by creating content that addresses those concerns. The reason I like to start with these frequently asked questions from your own customers that your support teams are already addressing is that if they're asking them, they're also asking your friend Google. And this content is going to be able to rank and answer those questions for them when customers go and ask the search engine. Now that you have your list of 13 questions, pick 5 to start with for this writing session. We're going to sit down and we're going to use the AI tools, your favorite large language model, possibly ChatGPT, to be able to draft the content to address these questions. This first draft is entirely robotic. It's the same thing that they could read on anybody's website, and it adds very little value. From here, you're going to edit and collaborate with the language model to inject your own personality, your own stories, the way that your business would speak to your customers about these topics. That's what you're going to put into revise this outline over time in a dialogue with a large language model. This is very important because these language models will often make up false information and present it as fact. They'll hallucinate and they will go way off topic as well. You need to make sure that the content you're going to publish with your name on it represents your business appropriately. If you just ask the robot to write a blog post, you're going to get garbage and it's not even worth publishing. However, if you work with these tools, you can create a better product than you would be able to create on your own in far less time. As I said at the beginning of this video, everything is a trade-off between time and money. What we're trying to do here is to get the best quality output in the least amount of time possible. Think of it like switching from using hand tools to using power tools for a construction project. Perhaps there's some argument that a craftsman is going to get better results with hand tools, but if we just need the job done, the power tools can get it done much more quickly. We're going to use the power tools here to be able to get this blog content written and scheduled on the website. Another way to think about this is that for your website, you are the editor-in-chief, and the AI tool is an intern that's working for you. It is following your direction and helping you to get the job done more efficiently. Keeping in mind the iterative process of creating this content, over time, you're going to want to refine your prompts and the tools that you're using to create this content. Today, at OptSus, we develop a custom GPT for each client that knows everything about their company and everything about the way that they want to be represented. That way, when we're working on creating content for a client, we've already loaded all of that information in to the tools that we're using for these writing projects. Using the language model, you should be able to draft each of these articles within about 5 minutes. Add in a little bit of time for some back and forth dialogue and refining the content. Each of these should be finished up within approximately 10 minutes, giving you 5 articles in just under an hour. If you publish one of those articles per week, this gives you an entire month of content, so you can focus on running your business while this content is out ranking in the search engines and helping you to connect with a broader audience of potential customers. As a bonus, I want to talk with you about repurposing content. Now that you have your blog posts written, it's fairly easy to go ahead and put together 5 or 10 social media posts related to each of these articles and add those to a publishing calendar as well. That way you're showing up in your social media on a daily basis and pointing people back to where they can find long-form information. For these social posts, you can pull things like quotes, small tips, and other brief pieces of information that will get people interested in the longer form content that you have over on your website. To be clear, I'm not really telling you anything new here. This is something that large companies have been doing for years. The difference is they have hired teams of writers to be able to create this content and to repurpose content at scale. Today, using large language models, even small businesses have access to tools that can help you to create this type of content at scale. I want to be very clear. This is not a simple click one button and everything is done for you type of system. This is an iterative process that is going to require your time and attention to get a quality product created. If you just ask the robot to write something and publish it, it's not going to connect with your customers, it's not going to drive sales, and it's not going to rank in search. But if you work with these tools to craft a quality piece of content that represents your business well, it will rank, it will connect with your customers, and it will drive leads and sales for your business. This is a system that small teams, solo founders, and entrepreneurs can use to be able to grow a business without burning out by creating all of this content for your website and your social media channel. Let's recap. If you've got that full list of 13 questions that I asked you to create at the beginning, you actually have the seeds for 3 months worth of content. If you'd like to know the entire process, I've laid this out in our email series, Grow with OptSus. You can go to optsus.com, that's OPTSUS.com, and subscribe there. Additionally, if you search for OptSus 3-month content queue, you'll find the email series where we discussed all of the steps to expand this into a queue of content for your website and your social media channels for an entire quarter. That'll get you publishing content and connecting with your audience online, driving leads and sales, while at the same time, you can turn your attention back to running your business. If you would rather hand this off, this is the same process that we use with clients, and it'd be great to talk with you about taking on the project of creating content for your business. Whether you're going to DIY this or delegate it, this system will put you back in control of creating your content, making sure that your business shows up every single week in search and every single day in social media, driving leads and sales to grow your business online.